Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pivot Point with Usha. Today, we have Ruchi, who has built a community of 40,000 women founders, and she has been building it since 2011. A lot of people think what challenges women might face when they are starting, but you would be amazed to know how much support a woman would appreciate once they have it in the initial stages. That's what Ruchi is solving for. Let's talk to her and try to understand all about the hen network. So, welcome, Ruchi.
Radhe Krishna Usha, thank you for having me on your podcast to share my experiences and journey.
One thing that I always think we need such strong ecosystem specifically right now to help these women entrepreneurs grow. I see groups like yours, community like yours, creating that scaffolding for the women entrepreneurs. And I'm really excited to talk about it today, to know more and to see how we can together help them grow.
Of course, thank you.
Let's start with right now when you talk to these women founders, what is one of the biggest questions that always pops up?
So, Usha, I think me and my team, the only job we have is to talk to women founders constantly, and we talk to people with turnover from few lakhs to few crores. We talk to people from different industry experiences and entrepreneurial experiences, from few years to experienced entrepreneurs, polished, etc. We see them looking for primarily a community to share the entrepreneurial journey, because the entrepreneurship journey is so lonely as founders. When everything looks dark, you just want to share it with people who don't judge you and who don't sit down to give you gyan sometimes, right? So I think that is
Yeah.
one biggest need. Along with that, of course, need to meet new people, explore market, create new opportunities, which any networking space would do.
Yeah.
Yes. Funding is something that people seek. Knowledge, because they need to upgrade themselves.
One of the major sectors that you see women are building in.
Nisha, fashion rules the space.
Yeah.
After
Hmm.
fashion, I think service sector rules the space. Different kinds of coaching services that are coming in when it comes to health and well-being.
Hmm. Right.
And all of this is just have so much feminine energy around them. Nurturing is the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel
I,
here are good audience, but I also see women entrepreneurs are not restricted to these. They
yeah.
are going all out for manufacturing businesses.
Yeah.
Taking, I think, जो myth था ना कि अच्छा women तो
Yeah. And that's how it should be, right?
yes,
Why we should just constrain ourselves to
yes,
just two, three industries.
that's a good space to be in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it would be very exciting for you to know their stories and to help them and to see them grow from where they are today.
We are just a platform. We don't help anybody. It's in fact members who come and they create system for themselves, because कहते हैं ना कि God appears for those who, teacher appears when you're ready.
Yeah,
But you have to be coachable. It is always good to see how entrepreneurs from various walks of life come together and share with each other. And of course, then all of us grow together. For example, when people sometimes come and say, it's so difficult for me to talk about my business to strangers. Sometimes it's just so difficult to negotiate, kind
yeah.
of explore new aspects of technology. And then how over time people get comfortable with it. It's just so good. I agree with that for sure.
And would love to understand the whole head network that you have built right now. How many active women entrepreneurs are there, and how does the whole community looks like?
Thanks for checking that in. Let me first share with you, like, why did we even build the community? So I started my journey as a graphic designer, and early on I realized that customer could help kare in terms of discussing business aspects, help you think how to build your business for future. Those kind of people, those candid conversations are not easy to get. I needed those conversations. So, I started hen with that kind of a thought process, that let's have women entrepreneurs come and let us all share how are we building our business.
Yeah.
And the reason we focused on women founders and not for everybody, no matter how liberal our society is, women still shoulder way more responsibility of family, home, and not just work. While our male counterparts shoulder more work responsibility, they do shoulder home responsibilities these days, but by default, it is women. By the design of our life, there are just so many pauses in a woman's life. You know, the marriage is one pause, giving
Having.
birth to a child is another. And with all of this, you know, menopause and, you know, your health, your mental well being, there's just so many things to deal with. So we thought it's good to have a women community because then you don't have to explain these different pauses of life. People can understand that we all undergo many different aspects and our strengths are different. That's the
Yeah.
only structure why her entrepreneurial network.
Yeah. And like these pauses in between, because as women, we are obviously built different. And these are the things which are a part of life that most of the women wants to go through, be it getting into a marriage and then having a baby, taking out time for their families. Do you think the investment right now, whenever you see, is it favor towards more male founders and less towards females because they might take some breaks in between? So you mentioned that you were at a time running two companies because you were building this community and then you were also doing this graphic designer bit. How did you handle this and finally decided that you want to do the community bit whole time?
Thank you for asking that. I started as a graphic designer and then I was running a branding firm. I had a team of 8 to 10 people at that time. I had clients, but my bread and butter was feeding my passion. Design company ko tha, which was then Idea Perfect and then was called Studio Red. My role was not just to research about the community business. I also started looking at how will I manage my current business, to which eventually answer was it should get merged with another company, which meant I
Hmm.
should start talking to more people in my industry and start exploring where do I merge with whom, where, what, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
And Khali wo काम and eventually I did merge it with another agency in Kolkata, which is still run by my friend. We came together. I worked there from the perspective to stabilize the clients, then
Mhm.
to manage the team to start with. Eventually, in couple of weeks, my work was such that I was giving 30 minutes, 40 minutes a day to that company, and rest of the time I was able to give to Hen because the clients were taken care of. I had a team to take care of my client. I had those free hours at my end. For in February, March, I needed those 30, 40 minutes to myself. And I finally took out my stake from that company. Also, before starting, I reached out to my co founder, Priyanka, my childhood friend, and I asked her to support me 2 hours a day. अपने लिए co-founder का position build की. In both my companies, I had a co-founder in branding firm also and in Hen also. And so I never worked as if everything will be on my shoulder. I had two separate teams, two separate co founders, two separate companies. I was the only common piece between the two companies to manage the show.
Yeah.
And
And have been very like you'd be found with both type of work.
yes, could deliver in both organizations to multiple clients because our customers are multifold. We're dealing with multiple customers with multiple problems. But we could manage all of that because there were so many people to deal with everything. I was not the only one. And to put this infrastructure was my first step before even taking any other decision.
How important do you think is tech in building the community? How is it helping you right now?
See, tech is very important because it helps you get things done faster. It helps automate, bring reach. There's just so much that a tech does, right? So tech is important. However, in our early days, we were told ki apna.
Mm.
So that took another 6 months of my time, Usha, because I don't come from tech background. I come from design background. And then branding and marketing, business development. I my family business is retail, wholesale in saris, so fashion. So basically, I'm always, that's my zone: business development, branding, marketing, customer understanding. So tech was a new, kid around the corner. So I spent 6 months understanding ये होता क्या है, what are the languages, which got me thinking कि तो हम community business नहीं रह जाएगा, then हम tech product हो जाएगा. So then the question is, what is your business? Which is the question people should ask: what is your business? If I'm in a business of community building, helping entrepreneurs grow, then that should be my focus area. 80%, 90% of my time should go in doing that work, not in building a tech product. And if tech is my business, then I should build a tech product.
Absolutely.
This question, which looks simple, took me 6 months. And we finally choose to not build our tech. We've not built our tech because that makes the community very expensive. So we have a SaaS product. We've built on top of a SaaS product. And we are okay with it because our job is to add value to entrepreneurs. And tech is an enabler for us. It's good to understand what piece of business plays what role in the business.
Absolutely. Because a lot of people try to solve each and every problem themselves,
Yes.
thinking they can just use some tools and
Yes.
not get into the depth of.
Sometimes we should be mindful. You don't need to do everything on day one. It's a start
Yeah.
solving problems, showing impact in your customer's life, and make money out of it. That's what business is. You have to make money. You cannot just work on a product. If
Yeah.
you're making impact in your customer's life and making money, eventually you will build the business. Do you know what you want to build next?
One is definitely because I have been a female entrepreneur, but also just an entrepreneur who have tried building something coming from a tier three sort of a background, right? Where in my generation, I'm the first one to go this way, figuring out the ways and explaining to my family that entrepreneurship is not alien. It's fine if I do it. It's not that risky. It's okay. I'll take care of the risk. I know that I want to be that person who would help founders in their journey. I understand what VCs are looking for, and that's why I want to bridge that gap because a lot of investors, be it family offices or angel investors, they are looking for such potential startups to invest their money in. A lot of startups do not have access to them, even if they are building such great products from smallest of towns in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, or even in Jharkhand, in Punjab. So when I spoke to these founders, amazed by the kind of potential people have, I really want to bridge that gap.
So are you saying as an entrepreneur, it is more favorable for men and not women?
If they are investing, do you think more
No, I think, and this is my experience, Usha. I really think investors don't look at gender. The real problem is if there is a gender bias coming in, the gender bias is not is only coming from the space of comfort of talking. A man to man conversation is way more easy versus a man to woman conversation. In that space, we need to work on ourselves. We
Yeah.
need to put ourselves in a more simplistic way and make it easier for anybody to talk to us. Number two, it's all performance. If my business is solid, adaptable, I have access to knowledge, I am moving with time. An investor not investing in me because of my gender is quite foolish. I think पैसे multiply होने चाहिए.
So basically, these women founders needs to basically maybe more network, more
Yes.
open these opportunities to more
Yes.
investors, get to know them more.
We need to come from the aspect of your founders and working to build a legacy or how much ever size of a business you want to build. Tell
Yeah.
that on your language, in your posture. That's all, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Because a lot of women feel underconfident just for the fact that they would be assumed in, which is not the
Which is
case.
not the case. इसीलिए when you talk to people, you let go of the inhibitions. That the
Yeah,
only way to let go of these inhibition is put yourself out there. And
absolutely.
then you put yourself out there in a safe environment, and then you start moving out. You'll be like a butterfly.
Yeah, and for us also, we started. I know I'm an introvert and I've been, born and brought up in a very small towns of Karnataka. And for me, just going out when I was working, it was very difficult to male managers and put out your point of view and raise your
Yeah.
voice and tell them
Yeah.
that this is how we should be going.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of courage, even more so when you are pitching to
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
This confidence will get built over the period.
Yeah. Also, we should be okay to not be accepted. Many a times those inhibitions come because we want to be accepted by all.
Yeah.
So those self stories need to change. Why do we need to be accepted by all? Why,
Yeah.
why are rejections not okay?
No, absolutely. Not everyone gets. I don't know anyone who would have got like 100 pitches and everything through.
No.
That is not realistic.
No. No, when I am talking about acceptance, I'm talking from the space of even when you're networking or when you're pitching to a customer.
Yeah.
Some people may not find value in what we are doing, and some people will find value in what we are doing. And that is what
That-
target market is all about. So
Exactly.
these conversations need to open more easily now.
What are the opportunities you are bringing in for the female founders?
Sure. Thank you. That's a very interesting question. We have our own networking app, Community. That's the central space where all of us interact with each other. Along, we are a virtual first community, primarily because we are a pan India community. And what we do is we host weekly networking and learning sessions based on various business subjects from different aspects of investment to marketing, sales, pricing strategies, negotiation, whatever is required in business on an ongoing basis.
Yeah.
We host meetings which are candid business discussion meetings where we share what's happening in business, what's bothering us, what we want to explore together. We also have meetings where somebody brings one business problem and we all brainstorm. We call that hen night adda. So, for example, हमारा लास्ट नाइट में somebody came from health industry and उन्होंने बोला that we are getting a lot of leads from Meta. Where is the gap? Why? So it starts from understanding कि भैया आ रहे हैं वो किस landing page में जा रहे हैं, like the whole thing of it. So right from learning sessions to networking meets, we host offline meets in 6 cities in India: Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and Pune. In Bangalore, we've been hosting every month. But in other cities, we've been hosting once in 2 months or once in a quarter, the size of community that we have in those cities.
Understood.
Then there are mentoring opportunities. We also have our own boot camps. We designed two types of boot camps, one on branding, one on sales, where we help entrepreneurs move from point A to point B. We also partner with products like Office, Canva, Zoho, etc. And we bring products that enable empower businesses. So all in all, Hen is a space for any business, women running business, looking for networking, looking to
Yeah.
share her journey, looking to learn about different aspects of business, wanting to move from point A to B in small steps in her own way. And of course, when you're with people, you build your trust and there is just so much collaboration opportunity.
Irrespective of whatever stage they are at.
Yes, in fact, we've also launched something called Handpicked. It's a community store where we bring brands into manufacturing. The place is open for the world. If somebody like you is looking for homegrown products, good, certified, tested, and so you can go to Handpicked and you can make your purchase. You don't have to worry कोई पैसा लेके चला जाएगा. You don't have to worry हाई courier आएगा कि नहीं आएगा. You don't have to worry ingredients कैसे होंगे, मुझको क्या मिलेगा. You don't have to worry anything because everything then moves to your WhatsApp conversation with us. We are answerable to you.
That's interesting because I think once people trust you
Yeah.
and you know what kind of women founders you're working with,
Yeah.
that is a good platform where people can directly come and get
Yeah.
whatever things they need
Yeah.
from a trusted source.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to worry about the quality and is authentic or not.
Yes, we have onboarded 4 or 5 brands so far. We just launched. It's a space where we come together to grow together.
Is that something you are building next, other than running your full-time community?
This is going to go parallel because this is absolutely for the community. It came with our members. Everything on Hen is built by members, it's not built by me. Every time there is a need on the community, everybody comes and we talk about the need. When we talk about the need, we realize, अच्छा अभी इसके अराउंड हम क्या कर सकते हैं. And then हम उनको, this was built because women founders, D2C said, shells are very expensive. And marketing on various platforms is also not easy because it does not promise ROI. So as a community, the only thing we could immediately think of was, let's just put these products together and open it for the world.
Yeah.
Third, there is a trust. Let's see if there is a win-win.
Right. So that makes me want to ask, when you were starting this journey, I understand now why you are focused on women entrepreneur and women focused ecosystem. But when you were starting, what was the model that you started with, and then you pivoted in between? Because you also have to make a living out of it while thinking about these founders helping them grow. So what was that?
Hen was started as a Facebook group, and I was parallelly running another business in visual communication and branding. That business was my bread and butter, and Hen was my passion. And I ran as a passion project from 2011 to almost to 2021. Around 2018 is when I felt that, okay, one thing if I don't do and I die, and will, really bother my soul. I spent 2 years doing research and also working on various models to see, will a model like this sustain? Because genuinely, even today, there is no community which is profitable yet.
Yes.
There are I don't know any community which are bootstrapped and building their infrastructure. This model is still not proved. The pivot came from this aspect. We realized कि हम जो कर रहे हैं, which हम एक Facebook group से भी कर रहे थे, we were hosting meetings in different parts of the country. We were delivering solution to a lot of entrepreneurs. But if we would have continued in that fashion, we would not have made it impactful enough like we are today. Doing one meeting a day to doing one meeting a week. And not even one. Now we are doing 3 meetings a week, 2 lives a week. Our calendar is super busy. When we moved to our own platform, we needed to attend to different needs of an entrepreneur. There should be a system where people get to speak about their problems. There should be a system where there are subjects that are not discussed openly. For example, branding. So we have a boot camp which helps you build your own brand language. You don't see such discussions even in accelerator programs where there is a focus of 1 month given only to that exercise. Then handpicked members coming and saying, okay, we want to get more visibility and how can the community help? These are individual products that were made by listening to the members and understanding the need of the hour.
Yeah. Has there been any pivots in
So
between?
these are all pivot. From social media to coming to our own platform is pivot one. From doing one meeting a week to doing different meetings where there are learnings, networking meets and discussion meets. Then bringing in live visibility for our members brings in another thing. Hen is now a private limited company. For an organization like Hen to be a private limited company also speaks volume because people used to come back saying, is this an NGO? Was our very clear, any name that has entrepreneurship in itself, it should make money by itself first. You should walk the talk.
Yeah.
So the journey may look कि यार क्या ही है, but genuinely from 2011 to 26, if I can call, and of course many more years, to come to a point where we have our own app, our own community. There is mentoring, networking, there is learning sessions, there are boot camps, there is marketplace. So each one has happened only over the years.
And I'm sure once women who have been, a part of Hen Network for that long, and right now, when they are building, do you get nostalgic when you're talking to them into what you started with when they were a part of the journey? and now how much you are offering and how many new networking events are happening. So there is so much to be involved
Yeah,
in.
they are all part of it. We are able to do this because members are all participating. Community, it is a tribe that is needed to build a tribe. We live nostalgia left and center. Primarily अभी तो ये जो 30 दिसंबर 31 दिसंबर एज अ कम्युनिटी हम पुरानी बातों को याद कर रहे हैं. The community is growing, our members have grown, and it's good to experience growth
Yeah.
together.
And anyone who is just starting off with the community, I see a lot of people are active in the ecosystem. They have started building one or the other type of community because you have done it for so long. If you can share your learning about how you can make this group of people an actual tribe where people think about each other, they help each other.
The only thumb rule of community building is patience and being there for each other. Before people are there for each other, the community manager, the founder or leader, whatever designation you add to that person
Yeah.
has to be available for all. Patience is really a game. You cannot run a community thinking aaj it's like bamboo. And nurturing के लिए be make yourself available for people. The game is very different from running a business. जैसे एक business में होता है ना कि leader cannot be available for customers all the time क्योंकि they may think otherwise about the leader. Community you have to make yourself available क्योंकि हर बंदे I think हम भी अभी बहुत चीज़ें सीख रहे हैं उषा because community is growing. A growing community का culture building is very different. But so far the game is this.
I understand because every time there is a new set of people joining the community,
Yes.
you have to tell the values. I remember when I was building this online community for my last product, which was decentralized compute, it became such a repetitive process whenever people are coming, talking to them, telling them about the community. A lot of that subtle onboarding needs to be done so
Yes.
that people know you are approachable.
तो you used to do हाँ welcome meet होता है जो हर week होता है so that different people can come at their own pace and get a grip of what's happening, how to do, etc. But you are right. You have to do that.
Are you doing physical meetups?
Yes. Like I told you, we are doing it in 6 cities so far. Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore. And we do different kinds of meetings. We do networking meets, we do office hours, we do catch-ups. We are doing this because we realize our members need it. मुझे लगता है it's just so difficult sometimes to travel. But when you travel करके वो दर्द worth it. So yes.
So you personally travel to all these 6 cities whenever network meetups are
I
happening?
try. I have a co-founder, Priyanka. Between the two of us, we always try कि हम में से एक जना रहे ही रहे in these meetings. We also have our own team of believers who are our members and they volunteer and support all of us. So they are there in these meetings. We have our own framework to make sure these meetings go well. We have a meeting next week in Bangalore and then I'll go to Mumbai for another meet.
A lot of traveling for you.
A lot of fun.
Because when we go for networking, we have to be very mindful of
Yeah.
whom we are talking to,
Yeah.
what are they building, remembering every bit of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because whenever you're talking to them
Yeah.
next,
Yeah.
when you recollect, that just makes them feel that someone was really listening to us.
Yeah. हमारे meetings में जो almost on a daily basis connected with all the members क्योंकि WhatsApp चल रहा है, community चल रहा है, इतनी meetings हो रही हैं, तो वो cross section होते रहते हैं और फिर it's fun to take that online. But you have to remember, you can't mindlessly network.
A lot of people right now, specifically founders, be it female or male founders, networking face to face is something that is happening everywhere. Everyone knows
Yes.
that they need to go and meet
Yes.
people. But what are the kind of things that they should keep in mind while networking? As we said, mindful networking.
I think don't hard sell. If you meet people to sell, it's a definite put off. Nobody wants to talk to people who just sell. People like to meet people. For example, when you and I are talking, we should talk about each other's experience. यार, how did you do what you did?
Right.
उसमें मजा आना चाहिए. Why are you doing what you are doing? What are your experiences like?
Yeah.
What have you learned this week, this month? What your hobbies are? How to start a conversation or how to carry a conversation if it is meaningful for our viewers.
And specifically when they meet investors in a networking event setup, what do you think how they can start and just engage and get the interest initially?
So this is interesting because investors are looking for smart people.
When I talk to someone, when they talk about their experiences or what they are building in their conversation.
What they are building,
Yeah,
industry that they are in.
yeah,
And you want to talk deep ki hi ye I know my game and you know your game. Let's know each other little deep and see what big thing can we create.
a lot of people, specifically founders who are just starting off, first of all, they are very hesitant in the networking meets and is starting a conversation and actually engaging and create that spark of interest in another person to even talk further.
So in last couple of networking meets outside of Hen that I have been to, and the reason I'm saying outside of Hen is because you know just outside of Hen is when you are there to network, nobody leaves their chair to ask, "Hey, what are you doing?" To all the viewers, if you want to make a mark in a room of strangers, just go and ask people, "What do you do?" You will see that you are the only one asking in a room of 20, 25, 30 people, and that will differentiate you from others.
Yeah.
Just take that first step.
It just changes the whole narrative of
Yeah.
what you're going to.
Just changes the energy.
Yeah. But how I learned it when I started my own company, I did not know about networking and talking to other people. Conversation is fine, but over the period, I understood from people who are really good at it. You just go and don't even start with work. Be genuinely curious about the person you're talking to and let the conversation happen. A lot of partnerships and investors I could find for my product later on just happened. We were in the queue for the food.
Yeah.
We just started talking about what I'm building and what they are doing.
Yeah.
Before that, it was just common conversation about what's happening here, what kind of people are you meeting in general, just non-work
Yeah.
things.
Big deals get signed over beer or in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Because actually, if you see, we do business with people, we don't business with brands. Of course, हम ब्रांड से रेजोनेट करते हैं बट काम हम उनके संग नहीं करते एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट इन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप एंड कोलैबोरेशन ये तो डेफिनेटली people to people energy.
So when you are talking to these female founders, how do you separate good businesses and good business models from the rest and who are work in progress right now?
तो सेपरेट करना है पहला तो क्वेश्चन ही है.
Because then you would know काम कहाँ पे.
नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म इज लाइक अ जिम. मशीन्स हैं. आप जब तक टीचर अपियर्स फॉर दोज हु आर रेडी फॉर अ टीचर क्लियरली डिफाइन कर दो कि ओके आई वॉन्ट टू रीच हियर दीज आर माई हिकअप्स देन यूज द कम्युनिटी एंड वी आर अवेलेबल फॉर यू. वी विल वर्क विथ यू क्लोजली कि इफ है आपको ब्रेन स्टॉर्मिंग की ज़रूरत है, आपको अकाउंटेबिलिटी की ज़रूरत है. प्रिटी मच एवरीबडी कैन डू थिंग्स. उषा is more about accountability and access to information from our end.
Because you work with so many founders, I'm sure everyone will have their bunch of problems that they are facing right now. How do you decide when you initially decided that these are my offerings? How did you identify ki from these 100 problems that I hear, how many of them do I want to personally solve and which one I cannot help out with?
God has been very kind to me because as a graphic designer, when I started my design agency, I started working with different industries delivering not just branding solutions क्योंकि branding और marketing के लिए business समझना पड़ता है. Early states in retail exposure, hospitals, schools, restaurants, promotions, HR services, apps. Think of any service or industry, I have delivered marketing services to them. In doing that, I was exposed to the business model and aspects of business in those industries. The amount of business type conversations I've had is insane. From that space ना, if you see हमारी कोई भी meeting में ना हम सिर्फ लर्निंग एजेंडाज जो हमारी वीकली एक डिलीवरेबल है, इट इज़ बेसिस हु इज़ इन द रूम, what problems they bring, that is the conversation we do. And because of the experience that I hold and the kind of mentors that we have on the group, we are able to bring support to sales, marketing, branding, management, pricing issues, legal issues.
Understood. And do you also come across things where male founders are interested in joining the community?
Yes, we do have that kind of people around us, and they also helped us create some service. What we've done is हम weekly meetings होते हैं, ticketed हो गए हैं at a very nominal price of 500. Anybody can, who is not a HEN member, can pay and come. The reason we did this was because हम हमें and actually हमारे बहुत सारे meeting rooms में men आते भी हैं. Nobody is intimidated by anybody's presence. Everybody can coexist happily because knowledge is gender agnostic.
Absolutely.
So yes, we managed to solve that problem.
That is actually really nice because you are still giving them opportunity.
Yeah. And when they come to a meeting, they do everything in a meeting like all of us. I mean, there's no difference.
What are the problems you are solving at HEN? The biggest challenges you are solving and you are planning to solve in future? What are the things that you're still building
As
other
HEN
than
or for entrepreneurs, we're working hard to understand communication. How to simplify communication because there are so many channels and so much talking. Sometimes it's like noise. We are working to build that space up right now. With entrepreneurs, I think marketing is a big subject. Sales and marketing is a very big subject, and that's where the focus is. So there are different tools that are coming in, there are different strategies. The new age group that's walked into workforce and, working with them as customers and as team people as a team needs some amount of empathy building, I think, in the society. Business is mirror to society, मुझे लगता है. जो societal issues हैं, यही main problem को हम visibility, another big aspect. इतना noise है फिर भी visibility नहीं हो रहा है. तो noise को भी cut करना है, visibility को भी build करना है, you see. So
yes,
quite a bit. But it's interesting space to be in. We are very excited. 25 was very good, and we are superly excited for 26.
yes. Personally, for you, how it's been, and right now, any personal goals you are achieving in this new year?
यार ये जो था साउथ मैनेज कर रही हूँ, सो बैंगलोर, हैदराबाद, कोलकाता हैज़ बीन माई स्पेस जहाँ पे मैं कॉन्स्टेंटली जस्ट टू डू दैट हैज़ ब्रॉट अस कंसिस्टेंसी एंड आई एम फीलिंग गुड अबाउट मीटिंग सो मैनी पीपल बिकॉज इट हेल्प्स मी एज अ पर्सन ग्रो and it builds empathy in me because different cities work differently. That's been my biggest activity for 25.
Great. They want to meet other people face to face.
Yes.
उससे तो it just motivates us
Yes.
to work कि नहीं कर सकते हैं.
And India community ये नहीं कर सकती है क्योंकि you should come to HEN if you believe in virtual power, है ना? Virtual में हम the trust building happens.
Yes.
Networking I think should be looked at differently. फिर वो online offline.
My 25 was a bit of roller coasters, a lot of introspection. I went into yoga very deeply, and I'm happy that I did. I think it helped me strengthen the spiritual connectedness that everyone needs. The meditation really helped me mentally and physically. I was, just wrapping up my last product company, and it was hell of a journey. It had a lot of traveling, a lot of talks, so working every day. I used to put that in the product. It needed that because we wanted to grow very fast, and that's the cost of growing that fast. But
because we will be in the same ecosystem, it's good to just see what is happening and how can we support each other.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right.
Thank you so much for watching. If you are a founder who is building right now and you want to discuss or just talk about what you are building, do comment. Let's connect. Thank you.